Hello all my sirs, mateys, and ladies out there. How's it going? It's Brad Wheel, and also known as Jimmy J57, and welcome back to another episode of this little kind of series I'm trying out. It's called Custom Car Creator. Now, I was really pleased with the feedback on the video the other day. You guys seem to really like it, throwing out a lot of awesome suggestions. So we got a bunch more kind of custom cars that we're going to be making today. The first one is a pick from one of the comments on the video the other day. It's a Zentorno and an adder put together. I'm calling it the Addertorno. Then we have the Donkinator, which is a faction donk and a dominator. And finally, I'm going to be trying to put a T20 and a Tyrus together, and I'm going to be calling that one the T20 Longtail. So let's get right into it. There is going to be, kind of some setup here. So let's start with the Zentorno and the adder together. So those obviously I can find easily in the supercar menu. The adder right at the top. Boom. All right. So I'm trying to think, what should I use? I feel like I should use the Zentorno as the base, and I'll put the adder on top of that. So that's what I think I'm going to do. First, I'm going to go into my Zentorno options, and I'm going to add that spoiler, because the giant-ass spoiler on the Zentorno is just so goddamn cool. So we're going to put that one on for sure. Throw the spoiler, racing spoiler. There she is. All right. So we're going to go out and start attaching these cars together, and we got to kind of edit them around after that. So let's get right into attaching. Throw it on there. All right, cool. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to make the front end look like the adder, and then the back, of course, is going to have that fabulous spoiler from the Zentorno. So I got to go the y-axis here and kind of move this up a little bit, kind of cover the whole front bumper of the Zentorno. There we go. So this car is going to look pretty long, but you know what? That's just how it's going to have to be. It's just how it's going to have to be. Now the adder looks a little low into the ground. Let me see if I can bring it up if that looks any better. Okay, it kind of molds into the roof a little more. Does this look better? That looks a little nicer. I like that. The roof is kind of really smooth now, right over the top. And then the front of the adder looks very nice. All right, so we're going to change up some colors on here. I'm going to, customize the color, do a little pit my ride on it to make it look a little better. And then I think we might be done this one already. Very easy to do this one. I might take the tires off, so let's see what kind of customization we can do on here.
Day 2.
Alright, so we got our little customization done on here, and I finally chose the color. It's a dark blue and then with an ice white secondary, so I think it looks really cool. Got the stripes in the front from the adder, and then on the back with the Zentorno, we got all the accents around the vents, and then as well as the tires. Of course, the stock tires look amazing. I also decided to pop the tires on the adder just to, I don't know, kind of minimize the amount of extra material that's there. Unfortunately, you can see those rims. We can't make those disappear, but this is the best we got. So let's take it out for a little spin. Feel like it's going to be real fast. All right, there we go. Hop in, very nice. All right, here we go. Taking it for a spin. Looks pretty cool. This is basically a way to put the spoiler on the adder. Normally when you customize the adder, there's nothing you can really do to it. There's no spoiler or anything like that. So it looks pretty damn awesome to me. The side, a little wonky for my taste. I wish you could get rid of some of that, but it looks all in all pretty cool. I like this kind of front view you get of the car. Oh, here we go. I can't drive to save a life. All right. But the kind of front view you get from here, you can see the front of the adder, which looks really cool, and then the back of the Zentorno looks very nice. So that's our first customization. We're going to go on to our second build. I think I'm going to do the Donkinator next, which is the faction donk and the dominator together. It's going to be really awesome. So let's get right into that second build and check it out. Alright, so we're back up on our building platform. We just got to spawn in our vehicles here, so I'll go to the muscles for the faction, and then I need to go... The muscles is also the dominator. Alright, perfect. Oh, I think that one fell off the side. I'll put another one in here. Alright, very cool. Now, we can go and manage our entity database. Let me just delete this extra dominator spawned in. So obviously we're going to be using the faction as the base of this build here. So I'm going to be putting the dominator onto that. So let me just take off collision so we don't have any weird glitches, and I will attach it right over to our donk. So there we go. We're obviously going to have to bring this up. I think what I might do with this, just because it looks like the dominator isn't quite long enough to line up with the wheels, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make the front of this vehicle with the Willard faction, and then the back is going to be with the dominator. So I just got to bring it up a little higher, kind of match up the roofs there. All right, cool. So it looks like that so far, and I think if I just bring it back a little bit, it'll kind of take out the rest of the faction bumper that's sticking at the back here, so I'll just back it up a teensy bit, and then now we got all Dominator in the back, and we'll pop over to the front here, maybe a little bit lower, kind of has that weird bulge into the hood. Let's just drop that down a little bit, maybe make it a little smoother. Hopefully, okay, like this. I think like this looks good. The roofs are going to be a little bit weird just because the shapes of the cars are completely different, but I'm going to try it like this. I think that looks good. So now you can only see the Dominator roof in the back, and then you can see the weird, I guess, faction roof in the front. Now we got to get some coloring going on here, so I'm going to, quick cut out here, do all the coloring, and we'll be back in a sec. So the coloring is all now done. What I decided to do with this one, a little pimp my ride in the middle of this, I did a midnight purple and then a secondary of matte ice white on the Dominator, so you get all those cool secondary accents. Along the side here actually looks really nice with the skirts, how it's mainly the Dominator that you can see. You can't really see the Willard faction showing through there, so it actually looks really awesome that I get the ice white there. And then of course the giant racing stripes down the middle. Unfortunately it doesn't go all the way down the hood, but I think it looks pretty good. So we're gonna just pop off that menu and let's get in our car, take it for a spin. Alright, here we go. The Donkinator, everyone. I think that's an awesome name for this car. It looks pretty great. I decided to pop the tires as well. You can see in the front there, the rims are kind of more hidden than they were before. Unfortunately, of course, they are still there, but it does look a little bit better. And this is just a sweet looking custom car, the Donkinator. That's so great. All right. This one's pretty nice. Now we're gonna get our final build in today. It's gonna be the T20 Longtail. That one shouldn't be too hard. Very simple, just the T20 and the Tyrus together, which are both, of course, McLaren-based vehicles. So we'll see how those mold together and hopefully make an awesome-looking T20 Longtail. So let's start building that one. All right, we got our T20 and Tyrus side by side. Now, I think I want to use the T20 as the base for this one, just because if you look, it looks a little bit wider. So, the wheels on the outside will be the ones rotating, that kind of stuff. Because if I use the Tyrus and the T20 is wider than it, then you won't actually see those wheels spinning. So I think that's what I'll do. I will attach the Tyrus to the T20. And we'll see how this goes. So turn off collision, attachment options, of course, put it on right there. Now we're gonna have to drop it down a little bit so these things line up. I think the wheels almost line up perfectly, actually. Looking at it right now, they might go right inside of each other. That actually looks really good. Okay, let's adjust this a little bit. Maybe pull the... you know what? I think we can actually put them like right together. This actually look cool. So I bring that one up a little bit, maybe back, and what can we do about the wheels? It doesn't look quite lined up, maybe a little lower for the Tyrus. All right, what do we think so far? That's looking pretty good. The back, very nice. The wheels, I think I just have to change the wheels on the Tyrus so they don't stand out as much. And the front looks to be all T20, which is very nice. Actually, the bottom part is from the Tyrus. So you kind of get an enhancement on the front grille there. The tires line up very nicely. The wheels are all in line. So if I just change the color on some of those, they won't be as noticeable. And then the back, you get that awesome long tail with the giant spoiler. Looks great. So I'm just going to do a quick little color combination on this thing, and we're going to have it looking fabulous in a second. So we got all the coloring done. I'm thinking this car looks pretty damn awesome. So check this out. I put a Grace Red on here with an Ice White pearlescent, just, a kind of standard color, nothing too crazy. Now, I also put a secondary of matte black on the T20, which looks really cool because you can see that side accent that goes through the side door. And then, all the other black accents go really well with this. The front bumper of the Tyrus sticking through has black accents on it, as well as the roof is also black. So it looks really awesome. I'm going to take it out for a spin. As for wheels, I put some kind of just chrome wheels on the Tyrus, so like the inner wheel there is it just kind of chrome and matches what was on the T20 initially. And the wheels actually look kind of cool like this. It looks like we got spinners on our wheels, which is actually crazy. Got some spinner rims. Unfortunately, when you turn the wheels up front there, you can see it clipping through. But all in all, a pretty damn cool car. So this is our T20 Longtail. Looks freaking awesome. Front is a T20, back is a Tyrus, and it just looks like a badass supercar. Definitely an awesome build. And it looks really cool because both are, modeled after McLarens, the T20 being the McLaren P1, and the Tyrus being the McLaren F1, of course, with the saline accents on the back here, which actually just looks really awesome. I like this car. This one definitely should add into the game. It's a really nice one. So that concludes this episode of Custom Car Creator. If you guys are enjoying this idea, please leave a like down below. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And if you guys have any other cool car, customizations, I got a bunch from the other day's video that I did. I have a whole list of them here, so tons to still do. But if you guys have awesome ideas for putting different cars together, by all means, comment them down below. I do read all the comments, and I will see your ideas. And if I think they're good, or if they actually, work out, like looking nice, I will definitely include them in a video. So I thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a good day.